that employees at the funeral home videotaped their abuse of the Cobain corpse, that they, quote, cut out his heart, quote, carved the word fag, quote, fag into the body, and, quote, danced with the body as music played. Courtney Love's allegations, which are not known to anyone, really, except a few people who happened upon it when she published it briefly in her wholemusic.com site in 2001. These allegations, which are virtually unknown, you certainly won't find them anywhere on the internet, as far as I can tell, and as far as my original source of these materials has been able to tell, these statements exist nowhere else, other than those who obtained them through email and in the fading memories of those nearly 2 years ago who may have eyeballed them on Courtney's site. I'm really fucking twisted and sad. Okay, here we are, I will tell you more. Some little shit worked at the Seattle coroner's office. He volunteered to accompany the body to the funeral home. When he got there, he dressed the body and had his friends come and videotaped him and his friends dancing with the body. They danced with him. Then one of them cut him. They cut parts of him and they kept them. Then he somehow got a hold of the suicide note and made t-shirts of them. Then I found out in a really horrible way. Someone had taped this tape of them dancing with his body after they shaved his head. There's, I can't watch it, girls sitting drinking beer while they play Pearl Jam music and dance with his body broken and bloody. They shaved his head. Okay, you want more? This funeral home is part of a chain because Edward went through this with me when his mom died. He found out the funeral home was the same chain, and him and his brother went there and stayed until she was put in the oven and cremated. The chain is $1 billion a year business based in Houston. I decided to quietly and without telling Wendy and Kim sue them for a lot, as it seemed every employee at the home danced with him and cut him. Someone cut out his heart. I was going to take money from these fuckers and just put it in Wendy's account. I know if I publicized this, it would disgrace the poor kid even more. One of the guys carved words into him. The word I heard they carved was fag. Okay, is this great or what? So a pack of lawyers come from Houston, and in Seattle there's no emotional damages, just punitive ones. And the lawyer says, I will take you on the stand for discovery. And I bluff and I say, I will call Newsweek. There was a Vanity Fair article about your insane chain and how corrupt it is. He says, yeah, but I will get you on the stand and make you tell every dirty bad thing you've ever done. I can't have this on the cover of Time, obviously. I say, look, give the mom and sister $1 million and make this go away. He demands to meet them. They don't know, and I tell them, soften the stories a little. Kurt's mom walks into the deposition room. She doesn't hear the whole story and still does not know it all, but she just finds out about the dancing with him. It was the quietest I have ever seen her be and the saddest thing I have ever heard another say. She starts to weep and she says, after a long pause, my baby was so shy. And the whole room starts to cry. And then the Houston lawyer, his name is Will Smart, I'll never forget that name, says, lady, I will give you $250,000 right now. And Wendy stood up very slowly and grabbed my hand and said, I don't want your filthy money, not now and not ever. And she leaves the room. That's the tip of sad.